Hi there! Today's video is all about fashion and some extras for Labubu. I do have these three legit ones, but also these cute three fakies. And all of them need some nice clothing in my opinion. And when it comes to dog clothing, you can be sure that I do have quite a lot of experience with it, so I can tell you, is it good, is it not good, and you can see if it fits or if it does not fit. I ordered 6 outfits in total, plus a little bit of accessories, and also this very interesting scooter, which is also advertised for Labubu. It arrives exactly as you can see it here. No box, no real packaging. It had a little bit of bubble wrap and the typical AliExpress plastic bag. And I'm very surprised that it made its way safe and sound. But first to the clothing. So I guess I will start with an easy item. All the items you will see in this video are bought by myself. I bought them on AliExpress. I will also tell you how much I paid for them. And I will leave the links for the items down in the description. The links are not affiliated. I'm in general not affiliated. This is a pure review of the stuff I bought for myself. So, this simple Pollunder cost me back in November €2.50 in total, tax including. I had no shipping costs. It is a pretty simple piece, but honestly, it feels very nice. Hard to describe the texture of the fabric. It is not really cotton feel, but it's also not that plasticky. It is overall a nice touch. Also, the rim parts of the fabric are coated or heat sealed so that the fabric cannot fray out, which is very nice, I think. First, I will put it on a standing Labubu from the macaroon series. The fabric of the top is not super stretchy, and I didn't want to wear out the V shape of the neck so much, and so I decided to dress up this Labubu from the bottom. I think for this piece here, it's the best way, I guess. It worked out totally fine, and I think the look is cute. You can see the Pollunder also on a sitting Labubu. On a sitting one, it is quite an oversized look, but still, I think it looks good. And honestly, for me, very important is that you can tuck in all these little tags. I mean, if it's under the clothing, it does not bother me, and I don't want to cut them off, so that's definitely a plus. Next up are these two accessory pieces. The first one is sold as an collar or tie for Labubu. Actually, it is nothing else than a human size hair tie. And when you buy it like this, it is also way cheaper. I paid only €1.50 for it in total. And as far as I remember, it is sold around €3, a little bit under that. So if you like it, it is better to buy it as a hair tie. The next item is a kind of bag thingy. I mean, you cannot open it, it is just for decoration. I'm not over the moon about the quality for this item, but honestly, it cost me €1.30 in total, so I think it's quite nice, it's fine. As you can see, it looks quite nice on a standing Labubu. And also the bag is a good fit. For a sitting Labubu, I think the cords are a little bit too long because the little balls dangle around directly between the legs, and I think that's not super cute, but it is doable. Also, the bag does not have so much space because of the foot, but overall, of course, it does fit. Next is this two-piece set. It comes with a pair of pants and a hat. It cost me a little bit more than €5. The hat is completely open on the top so that it can fit over the ears and the key ring and everything. It is kind of a corduroy fabric. It is also lined. This material feels not super nice. It does have kind of a plasticky feel to it, but it is not super bad. It is still soft and the stitching is very neatly done. Same goes for the pants. The feel of the fabric is not amazing, but I do like the overall finishing a lot. I also like that the little buttons are sewn on and not just glued on. Only the little chest pocket is attached, not really in the center of the pants. It is a bit wonky, and also it is sealed up or glued up, so you cannot open the pocket, even though it is a real pocket. Maybe you can tuck in some tiny pieces, for example, a little flower or something, but other than that, the pocket is only for your eye and does not really have a function. As you can see, it looks good on a macaroon Labubu or standing Labubu. The shoulder straps are a little bit loose on the standing one, but I think that's not a big deal. The head looks a bit oversized on this Labubu, but it is a fakey one, and its head is also a little bit smaller than the OG one. You can see it here. The size of the body is mostly identical, but the head is a tiny bit bigger on the OG Labubu. But still, I think the head only looks that good when you turn up the front part of it, because if you let that down, you cannot really see the eyes anymore, but it still looks cute. Here it is on a legit sitting Labubu, and I think it is very wide. This two-side piece is advertised for the have a seat Labubu versions, and I don't know, it does not look so nice in my opinion. It is simply way too wide. But in fact, it looks quite good on the fake version that I have. The fake version does have more plush inside. Also, the head is bigger, and that comes in handy with the overall fitting of the set. Honestly, I think it looks better on the fakey one than on the real one, in my opinion. Next is the Card Captor Sakura set. And I'm very sure that you have seen this set before. It is everywhere. It is also a very cute set, which contains a lot of pieces, and that for a pretty low price. I only paid €4 and 20 cents back in November for it. And I'm impressed that you really get everything that is in the picture. First up is this magic wand. It is made out of resin, and unfortunately, it is a pin, so I would have to punch a hole into the clothing or into the Labubu to attach it, but I will change that later on. Also, the bow for the hat comes with a pin needle attached. The little star is glued on with hot glue. They did a good job. It's not messy. Also, the cut of the ribbon is nicely done, and it does have some sort of protection from fraying. That's a big plus. Also, the material is very nice. It's soft and silky. I really do like that. Same goes for the top layer of the dress, because this dress comes with two separate pieces. You have this top layer and also the white one for underneath it. The material feels nice. It is not that plasticky. It is also not cottony. It is a polyester, I'm sure, but it feels nice. And the Velcro is high quality Velcro, not one of these very hangry and aggressive ones that tear up your fabric right away. This one here is very good and also nicely attached. Same goes for the white dress. Everything is very neatly done. This fabric feels like cotton. Also, the lace is very pretty. Everything is sewn nicely. For that price, I'm quite impressed with everything I can see here. First, you can see it here on a legit macaroon Labubu. It fits good. The sleeves are very tight. It is a bit struggling to get them on, but once they are on, it looks nice. Yeah, and as I said, if you would like to add the bow to the plush, you would have to attach it with a needle, and I don't want to do it, so I found another solution for that. First, I wanted to get rid of all the residue that was stuck onto the magic wand. I mean, it is not that visible, but I wanted to remove all this extra resin. Of course, it was a little bit of a struggle. I thought I could clean everything up only with a needle, but I also, in the end, needed a little bit help from a tiny pair of scissors. But then all the extra stuff was gone, and also the needle came off, which is even also only attached with hot glue, and removing it will not harm the item, which is definitely good. And since one needle is already gone, I also will remove this from the ribbon because instead of using the pins, I decided to use magnets instead. I didn't buy the magnets for this purpose, I just had them at home. And for the magic wand, they are on the edge of being too big. The magnets are 10 millimeters wide and you can see a bit of it from the front. So, if you would like to do the same for your item, I recommend some magnets that are a little bit smaller than 10 millimeters. But it works on the ribbon without any problem, and I decided to attach the ribbon on this hair tie here that does have a little metal part so that the magnet can cling on it. Here you can see the full dress on a sitting legend Labubu. The dress looks good. It is a bit on the more tight side. The Velcro, or better said, the counterpart, is big enough so that you can close up both of the dresses, and I think it looks adorable on her. But of course, now she also needs the rest of her stuff, so I pushed one magnet inside one of her sleeves. But of course, you have to be sure which side is on the top, otherwise, the magnet cannot work. But yeah, after one failed, the other one, 50-50, was the right side. Now I simply tie together her ears, and after that I attach the magnet of the ribbon on the hair tie metal piece. Looks very good to me, and I didn't have to poke a hole into the head of my plushie. Next up is a two-piece set that reminds me of Tom Nook. That was the reason I bought the set. It is a two-piece set, so a pair of pants and this Hawaiian shirt. I paid a little bit under €4 for it. And at first I was a little bit surprised that the two pieces came in two different plastic bags, just attached with clear tape. I guess it's possible to buy these pieces also with other combinations. I don't know. The pens are really white. They're not gray or anything else. They are pure white and the material is thick. It feels nice. Also, the little frog application is attached neatly. The shirt does have a very interesting fabric. It is very thin, also a bit silky, so it really feels like a human sized shirt in a way. I really do like that. Also, the Velcro is high quality, not one of these very, I don't know, as I said, hangry ones that get stuck on each and everything that they can. This one here is nice. And also, the stitching is even and well made. Here you can see it on a standing Labubu. I didn't want to use it together with some glasses, but without them, I think it is a bit boring. So I decided to add this pair of glasses to the look, and this is not a recent purchase. These glasses are sold for Blythe dolls and also for other plush dolls in general. They are made out of a very light plastic material, so they will not scratch the face of my Labubu, and I simply attached a piece of thread to the ends of the glasses so that they can stay on the head of the plushie. But of course, here you can also see the set on a sitting Labubu, and I have to say, this is the only set that does not really work on the have a seat Labubus because the pants do not really go that well over the booty. But still, if you really want to, it is doable. I mean, I know Labubu is a girl, but I think she can also wear a more boyish style, in my opinion. But the next set is again very girly. It is a dress plus hair accessory. The accessory for the ears is a clip, so this time you do not have to hurt your labubu with it, just to squeeze the ear a little bit. The fabric of the hair accessory and the dress is kinda fake chiffon, I would say. It feels nice. I also like the fact that the buttons are sewn on and not glued on. This sewing again is very nicely done. There's no wonkiness, no loose stitches or anything. I'm very surprised by the finishing of all the dresses or all the sets that I've seen, because usually when you buy doll clothing on AliExpress, not everything is perfect, but for Labubu, as far as I can see, they do a very good job in general. Here you can see it on a sitting Labubu. It looks adorable. I think this one here looks so cute with it. But it also looks good on a standing Labubu. The dress can be closed perfectly on the sitting version, also on the standing version. And it is also, again, the high quality Velcro, so the dress won't be teared up that easily. Last but not least, I do have this little fluffy outfit so the Labubu can look like a sheep. It is the most expensive one out of all of them. It costs me a little bit under €6 in total. And you can see it does have two pieces, the head and the dress itself. Of course, the head does have an opening for the ears. The material is like these cuddly, fuzzy socks you can buy in a dollar store. I don't know, the ones. This polyester wool thing is hard to describe. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, and it looks cute. It feels okay. The embroidery of the sheep face is well done. Also, the dress is made out of the same material. This item here is the only one that does not come with a high quality Velcro. This here is one of these more hangry ones that can tear up your doll clothing pretty fast, but yeah, it is what it is. It's still a nice piece and the finishing is good. Also, the little flowers are embroidered. Here you can see it on a sitting Labubu. It fits nicely. I think Labubu looks cute with it. You can close up the head with a plastic snap button. And here you can also see the outfit on a standing Labubu. It also fits very nicely, and until then I did not realize that there's still some plastic attached. I guess when they stitch on the flowers, they do have this plastic sheet, I guess, to transfer the stitching on the fabric. I don't know. Anyway, you can remove it, it's okay. After it, there's no plastic visible anymore. And I do like this outfit a lot on this standing macaroon, Labubu. And now it's finally time for the scooter. And let me tell you, this is a very interesting piece. This is a battery operated item, and most likely you will receive it without batteries. But later on, I will show you where you have to put in the batteries. There is a switch on the bottom of the scooter. On the far left, the scooter is simply switched off. When you push the switch to the middle, only the light will turn on. And when you push it further, all hell breaks loose. I'm not kidding. This item here is so loud. There are also additional lights from underneath the scooter, and also it drives in all directions without any predictable pattern. You can see here a best of all the little microseconds. You can see the scooter driving through the frame from the top, from the front, with and without a Labubu. This item even has kind of a stand so that the scooter and whatever is on the scooter can stand up and come down again. Overall, this is a nice gimmick when you cannot hear the sound. So, this is a small part of what you can hear when you turn on this item. So, please be prepared. It is loud, it is ugly, it is kind of terrifying, but also, I have to say, very funny. You can also see that the wheels, or better said, one wheel, that's the one who moves the whole thing, goes up and down, and that way the movement of the scooter looks even more funny. Overall, I like the idea. I think Labubu does not really fit that well on the scooter. I mean, it is okay. It looks kind of funny and you can do it. And of course, use also different items or dolls on this one here, but the scooter is way too small for a Barbie, for example, and even for a Lika-chan doll, is it maybe even too small? But I don't know. For a doll around 20 centimeters, it is at least a nice prop, but it is in fact extremely loud. Here you can see where the batteries go, and also you can see from the back when I turned off the scooter, it was still in this wobble mode, so the back wheels do look crooked, but that is nothing, it's not broken. You just have to wait until the wheels are on the same level before you turn off the item, or you can use it also as a gimmick when you like to display your Labubu doll or whatsoever, since you could use this scooter in different positions for that. To change the batteries, you need a little screwdriver because they sit right under the seat of the scooter. The scooter cost me 8 euros. I think it is a good price for a funny item, but the packaging for this item was really bad, and I simply had luck that it arrived in one piece. So guys, that was everything for this video, and I have to say it was way more than I had expected because I thought it would be so much more easy to dress up some plushies because usually I do that with dolls, but honestly it took more or less exactly the same time, but this time there's no big styling since the sets are good to go, and I think the Labubus look very nicely. The Labubu on the left is sitting on the beanbag that I have shown you in my last video. This is also a piece that is advertised for Labubu, but I bought mine intentionally for Barbie or fashion dolls around that size. But here you still have a short overview how it looks with a Labubu on it. It is simply adorable. So, because usually my content is not about plushies or art toys, even though I collect art toys, not so much plushies. Labubu is definitely one of the few exceptions I make. I don't know, I like the original ones. I also like all these very strange fakies. I mean, some of them are good, some are not, but I like the ones that I have, and all of my Labubus now have some clothing, and I'm very sure that a few of you at least do also have some Labubus at home because it is still a very viral thing. I thought it would simmer down, but I don't think that will happen anytime soon, so here at least you know if you're interested in some clothing or dog clothing from AliExpress for your Labubu, there's a good chance that you will find real nice pieces. I hope you had a bit fun with this video. So that's for now, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, have a great time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!